everyone. I am Sandra Al-Mansouri from the Integrator, and today I have the honor of speaking with Brian Hicks, President and CEO of the Hospitality Sales and Marketing Association International, HSMAI. We're here at the 7th Annual Commercial Strategy Conference, MEA, in Dubai, where industry leaders gather to share insights and strategies. Welcome, Brian. How are you doing?
Well, thank you for having me today.
All right, so we're going to jump in right away to the questions.
Excellent.
So Brian, as the new president and CEO of HSMAI, what unique perspective or leadership approach are you bringing to the organization, particularly to address, let's say, the challenges of rapidly evolving the hospitality industry?
Yeah, great question. So I have more than 30 years experience in the hotel business, and 20 of those have been in the commercial area. So I've also had the opportunity to work pretty much across the globe, spending about 7 years in Europe and Asia, Middle East, and then lots of time in the US. So I think the perspective that I have as I was trying to develop revenue management and sales distribution through developing countries, countries that were, that fully developed and everything in between, having that understanding of what needs to be done locally and what needs to be done globally. So I think bring a great perspective to be able to try to create a global organization that has continuity across the globe, but then is regionalized. So say for here in the Middle East, the content, et cetera, as you can tell, is all very curated for the region, but it's still very relevant from a global perspective. So if you take the Saudi Arabia discussions this morning, that is very localized, right? But the challenge of, destination marketing is a global challenge. Everybody has those issues. So I think I'm uniquely poised to be able to bring that perspective to this role, and I think that's going to really be something that I'll be able to focus on and make some real headway for the organization.
Amazing. That is exciting. Now, as someone stepping into this role of leadership, what legacy do you aim to create at HSMAI, and how can members and partners contribute to building that future?
Yeah. Throughout my career, one of the things that I've always treasured and focused on is development of the next generation of hoteliers. Um, I I take more pride in seeing somebody that's worked with me, worked for me, get promoted, move on to bigger and better roles. I get more excitement from that than anything else. So I hope my legacy is the same within HSMAI, that we're able to attract the next generation of hoteliers, because we've had some challenges in doing that. Obviously, we had a pandemic that unfortunately didn't treat a lot of new individuals well. We've come back from that. I got into this business because I love travel, and I know that there are thousands and thousands of kids that are coming out of university,
Yeah.
that absolutely love travel. And I think we need to bring back a bit of that excitement and to show the next generation you can have a very healthy, thriving career. And if you love travel, you're going to love what you do and you're going to stay doing it the rest of your career. So I really hope I can attract that next generation of travelers that want to be hoteliers.
Amazing. I love that answer. And I completely agree with you, especially that I spoke today with Professor Scott
Yes,
Richardson,
fascinating man.
and
Yeah.
he informed me, how, kids are graduating from university with that hospitality, let's say in that hospitality sector.
Hmm.
And the things that he spoke about was how it's becoming a little bit complicated for people to integrate AI into hospitality.
Yes.
So I just, the same way that I asked him, I wanted to ask you, what do you think of how hospitality and AI is being integrated together? What do you feel about that?
Well, sadly, the hospitality industry as a whole, from a technology standpoint, is very slow. And it's due to a lot of good reasons of a lot of fragmented technology.
Yeah.
Take an airline as an example. It's one owner that has that entire airline. So if they want to change the entire technology stack, they can do so. when you have a hotel, you may have an owner, you may have a brand, you have distributors, and all have different technologies. So
Yeah.
I think the winner in AI is going to be the one that comes with the best all-in solution to provide that solution to a hotel. And that's going to take some time. It really is. I think we'll see AI in certain areas at certain points of time.
Yeah.
I think the app is definitely an area where there's a lot of room for better AI. If you think about, if you use the Amazon app, it's got a lot of AI in there already. I don't think any of the hotel apps have any sort of AI in them today, but that is a big opportunity. So I think that will happen fairly soon. And then, of course, the investment. So it needs to have an ROI. There's a lot of AI companies that are out there trying to solve problems for companies, and it may be a good solution for them, and it may have a very good ROI. The hotel industry is not a massive profitability.
Yeah.
When you look at the
Mhm.
cost of the room, and then you start to break down all the areas where somebody's either taking a fee or something needs to be paid, et cetera. When you get down to that bottom profit line, it's not like most other industries. So it's going to have to be a really hefty ROI in order for it to have wide adoption. So we've got some hurdles to get through, but I think we'll start to see it show up in a few areas that I think will be beneficial to the travelers.
All right, now jumping to my last question. Sustainability and technology are reshaping the industry, as we can see that already happening, in a very quick pace.
Yeah.
So, what strategies is HSMAI focusing on to helping, let's say, hospitality professionals integrate these priorities while maintaining exceptional guest
Mhm.
experience?
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge for the industry, right? If you think about hotels are big, big boxes that use a lot of power. We're serving a lot of food. There's big elevators. There's a lot of energy use, et cetera. Sometimes you have rooms that may have all the lights on and the aircon and everything going for 2 days when there's nobody in there, right? So there's a lot of challenges there, and I think technology can absolutely play a huge role in trying to solve that problem, right?
Mhm.
Whether it's knowing that that room is vacant and you have an AI bot that's able to, to shut down, but
Yeah.
again, that's going to take an investment, right? So I think the opportunity is definitely within new builds, right? So in new build hotels has huge opportunities for sensors and things that will help to kind of control some of the challenges with sustainability. At HSMAI, we're really just getting started in how we can be more of an advocate within the hotel industry from a sustainability standpoint. So more to come on that in the next year.